Green Screens Media back at it again with your BSN timeout. And today we're handing out our mid-season awards in college basketball. With me, as always, the captain of our ship at Green Screens Media, Mr. Mike Holland. Mike, let's start with the mid-season Wooden Award for the most outstanding player in the game.
Yeah, I got to talk about the big man from the Purdue Boilermakers, Zach Edey, the current #1 team in the country. This guy's just an absolute animal. His ability to stay on the floor this year for over 30 minutes a game has raised the ceiling of this team to national championship aspirations. He's averaging over 21 points, 13 rebounds, and 2 blocks per game. He's an absolute load in the paint and one of the most dominant forces in college basketball.
Yeah, Edey doing just about everything for these Boilermakers. I want to go over to Coach of the Year. Going to go chalk here, technically rock chalk. Bill Self for the Kansas Jayhawks. He has this team all the way up to #3 in the country on a 13-1 record, including 2-0 in a very tough Big 12 conference. Probably what's most impressive about this run this year is in the context of the players that he lost in the offseason. There's no more McCormick. There's no more Abaji, Martin, Braun. But yet again, Bill Self has reloaded, and he's getting everyone's best shot. I think he's got these Jayhawks primed for a title defense.
Yeah, I love this new look Kansas team. I think they can make some real noise come March. I want to talk about Defensive Player of the Year, Cliff Amoria from the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. This team's third in defensive efficiency, and he's a big reason why. Averaging nearly 10 rebounds and 2 blocks per game. These stats, while they're impressive, they don't do this young man justice. He's disrupting the game on every defensive possession and one of the most fun players on that side of the ball.
Man, Rutgers is a nightmare on the defensive side. Going to go over to most improved player. For me, it's Chris Murray of Iowa. We all saw his brother Keegan explode onto the scene last year. Played well enough to get himself drafted to the NBA, but that left a void for these Iowa Hawkeyes, and one that Chris Murray has stepped up to fill in nicely. This is a player that was averaging less than 10.5 last season. Those numbers have more than doubled this year. 20.4 points, 9.8 rebounds per game. Chris Murray looks like a legit star on the rise.
Yeah, I love what Chris Murray has done now that he's out of the shadow of his brother. But I want to talk about a potential Cinderella story come March. Maybe an upset, the Glass Slipper here, the Florida Atlantic Owls. 13-1, 3-0 in Conference USA so far. Head coach Dusty May has done a fantastic job. His team's headlined by guards John L. Davis and Elijah Martin. They've routed off 12 straight wins, including victories over Florida and UAB. Don't sleep on these Owls come March. They may make some noise.
I think this Glass Slipper will fit for FAU, and that will do it for your BSN timeout. Make sure you stay locked here on the Better Sports Network and check out Green Screens Media on Twitter, TikTok, and YouTube so you don't miss a minute of our college basketball coverage.